Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Venom, issue number 20. This is the final part of the Absolute Carnage tie-in. Like this one, it's basically, they should just call it the epilogue. Just had to look on here really quick to make sure. No, it doesn't say epilogue in here, and it should. It 100% should. All right, I'm going to tell you 5 things about this comic book. After we talk about the comic book itself, like who made it. Donny Cates is the writer. Iban Coelho and Zé Carlos did the art. Rain Barreto on colors. VC's Clayton Cowles doing the letters. Kyle Hotz and Dan Brown doing the cover. A couple of variant covers here. There's the Codex one by Ryan Bodenheim. Sorry, I did the best I could. And Michael Garland. And there's another one, the 2099 cover by Koi Pham and Maury Hollowell. All right, so we got number 1 on this list, Absolute Failure. No, I'm not making fun of the Absolute Carnage storyline. I already gave my opinion on that, and it was really good. This was a good storyline. This is not one of those, oh, it's another Marvel event. But no, shut up. This was really good, and there's going to be more stuff coming from this event. Wow. Can't really ask for a whole lot more than that. All right. All that being said, absolute failure of the maker. Bunch of people angry at him. I'm just saying, a couple people talking to him, they're not happy with him. All right, let's talk about number 2 on this list, and that is the timing of Venom-spawn. All of them. They always seem to come at a certain time. Okay, so we get a little explanation of what's been going on here. Mind you, you have to keep in mind that this is in effect with the Marvel sliding time scale as everything else in Marvel. So, while it may seem like, yeah, that came before, but it was like years before. No, not in the Marvel sliding time scale. It happened prior to that, and that's what matters. That's what counts. Very little retconning in this at all. This is just more or less putting things where they belong, and that's happened a lot. That's happened a whole lot in the Marvel Universe, from Jim Shooter on, where we're keeping with continuity. Let's talk about number 3 on this list. This book just got real. The Dylan part, oof. Yeah, there was a moment here I'm just like, I started reading this and like my heart starts like fluttering a little bit. I was like, oh man, wow. Like, you know, this little Kiss song, oh no, tears are falling. And I can't sing that song very well because I just don't do that very well. The Paul Stanley, I can't replace that. Anyway, yeah, tears were falling though. Wow, like that was a good, solid moment. The feels. They throw the fifis around, brah. It's like scattershot. Fifis. Let's talk about number 4 on this list. Project Oversight. I don't usually write things down in the beginning of a review. I wait until the end, and I'll skip through the book a little bit, be like, okay, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about, I want to do my 5 things. I wrote this thing down right away. I thought it was going to be the first thing I was going to talk about, because what the frig? Dimension Project Oversight, and then it's just left over. And I'm like, so we're not going to find out what Project Oversight is by the maker. Okay, fine. F you, Donny Cates. F you very much. Then later on in the book, he's like, F you right back, because here it is right here. I'm like, oh. And it's like pretty much fully explained. And yeah, wow. That was actually really good. Because now you mention it in the beginning and then you explain it at the end. There's all this other stuff happening. This is a really well laid out book. Oh, really well laid up. I'm telling you, man, the dude's doing all these storyline scripts for movies and whatnot. He's getting too big for comics, and that's a shame. I hope somebody brings him down, ties him to a freaking workbench, and makes him start actually writing some more comic books, because one of these days he's going to be getting too big, all right? He's just going to be like, I can't. I'm too Hollywood for comic books now. I can't be writing your comic books anymore, brah. And that's going to be a sad day for us. We're going to suffer because of that. Anyway, finally, let's talk about number 5 on this list. And warning, this is a spoiler. This is probably the biggest spoiler I'm going to give for this week, besides actually reading the X books that came out this week. Big spoiler coming up. Okay, you've been warned. So if you're still here and you didn't read the book, you need to buy the book after this. Council of Reeds. Yep, I'm done. I don't know how I could beat that. I don't know how to beat that. Wow. You really brought the Council of Reeds back, man. What's up with that? Okay, cool. You got the council. You know what? I'm going to come back over here. I don't know how long I'm going to stay here for. I'm just saying, like, I was thoroughly impressed. Y'all got the Council of Reeds up in here, man. What the hell? Oh, want to check out my shirt? It's awesome. Dude, Council of Reeds. Now, I saw this in the beginning. I'm looking at the way the guy's talking and everything. I was like, That's Counselor Reed, isn't it? They said us. I don't see one person, but they said us. And I get to the end, I was like, I knew it! I knew it! And I was not disappointed. I wasn't. In fact, there's even a part in here where they're like, you know, where the maker's explaining what the Project Oversight is. And he talks about, ultimately, I have to get back to my universe, ultimately. Like out of the ultimate universe, I see what you did there with the slipped in pun. I get it. I get it. No, that was a good one. That was actually good. I like that. Yeah. All this does is tell me that at this point, I'm going to need to see a Hickman and Cates collaboration at some point. And I don't know, man. I don't know how that has to get done. I don't know if it can be done. I don't know. Egos might start, you know, punching each other in the face. I don't know. I don't know. All I do know is that the comic book world deserves it, while at the same time doesn't deserve it. I would love to see Hickman and Cates make a story event together. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to need a towel now. So I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited for this next issue. I'm excited for everything coming out. Venom is just, it's been one of the best books going. Really, really good. Y'all need to be on this book. I'm out. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.